Have you ever heard the old adage that it takes money to make money? I have. And that can be one of the hardest things for someone who's bootstrapping their business or is low on funds. Without taking outside investment or taking out an outrageous bank loan, how do you snowball and how do you grow your business without spending money on it? And I think that's something that a lot of people face, and that's what Lewis is facing in the question that he has for me this week. I'm going to do my very best to help him, but it is true. When you don't have money, it can take a lot of different tactics off the table. But I don't think it's impossible. So we're going to get to Lewis's question in a second, and who knows, maybe some of the advice I give will just be helpful to you as well, and other ways to grow your business without breaking the bank. And if I can help you save money, or help you with anything, I'm always happy to do so. And that's why I do this show. So I take questions from you, my amazing audience, and I try to answer your questions. I try to help in any way I can. I try to be a marketing coach to those who can't afford a marketing team, or a sounding board to any career marketer who needs help, or a sage wannabe Jedi mentor to any student out there looking for advice in the field of marketing or business for that matter. And hopefully I can help Lewis out just after this music break. So Lewis writes, "Hi Eric, I'm one of the co-founders of a small bootstrap business-to-business software-as-a-service startup that is just getting into our alpha build. We have a $0 marketing budget. We won't be doing any paid promotions. How do we get new customers and kick off the growth of our service? What would you do if you had to grow a business and not be able to spend any money?" Well, Lewis, this definitely limits what you can do for sure. Not spending any money, especially on paid traffic or paid sources, is going to be tough. You can't do any Facebook ads. You can't do any social media ads. You're not going to do any search engine marketing. No Google ads. No display ads. It's going to be tough to announce or to get your customers that need your service aware of your service. People that are searching for your service will not find it because you're not buying those ads. However, all hope is not lost. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be a lot slower for sure, but there's still some things you can do. Your number one asset besides your service is going to be your website and content marketing. Now, you have no money to spend, which means you're going to be spending time, and probably a lot of time, hustling and getting your product and yourselves in front of the audiences you want to be in front of. So on your website, you got to do content marketing. You got to start ranking for those terms that people are searching for, so that way your site shows up below all those ads that your competitors are already bidding on. Do content marketing related to the service you have, and particularly the problem it solves. If you can have use cases and other things like that, that'll be helpful. Along with your content marketing, you should be capturing email addresses, trying to push people to download white papers and things like that to get them into your marketing funnel. Once you get them going there, you can get some kind of drip campaign going where you kind of nurture those leads. That's assuming that you have the money or willing to find the money to buy a service that does some kind of automated emails like that. Now, another thing you need to look at here is your network. Hopefully you and your co-founder have a decent network that are going to be excited about the product that you're coming out with, or that you can at least promote it to. Don't dismiss your network, and I know it feels weird to try to pitch sales to your network, but in this case, you're going to have to do it. At the very least, don't try and make it a salesy kind of pitch. Just try to advertise what you're working on, what you're excited about, and why you think the market's going to love it. You don't have to try to get leads from your network, but you should utilize every resource you have at this point. And when I say your network, I'm really talking about LinkedIn. Yes, you can go to networking events. Yes, you can text your friends, email old acquaintances, things like that. But you need to start drumming up that beat now. You don't want to email people out of the blue and drop this thing you're working on. Start the contacts now so that way you can insert it later on in conversation 3 or 4. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, you can probably search for your ideal customer on there based on their job title. Now, you may have to drop a little cash, which I know you probably don't want to do on LinkedIn Premium. Do it for a month. Go crazy, and then stop doing this. You can find the people that make decisions at the companies you're looking for, the buyers, the gatekeepers, the guys in IT, things like that, and put your product in front of them. Message them. give them a free demo or a free month of your product to try. Try to give them value. Offer them something. Early access to a new tool for free. Give them a lifetime price that will never increase. Or pitch to their egos and ask them for their expertise to look at your system and then recommend it. Write press releases. Craft compelling stories to pitch to industry magazines, tech blogs like TechCrunch, places where your ideal customer spends time. Try to get free coverage in these areas. Even pitch your local TV news and other media outlets for coverage. Will it help? It might. You never know who's watching. But you need to get this exposure. Whether or not it helps, you need to be doing all these activities. You need to get the ball rolling. If you haven't noticed, Lewis, I'm trying to give you ideas without spending a lot of money. And it comes down to one thing, is it's going to be your hustle. Gotta hustle and reach out to every influencer and person with an audience in your space. They're going to be busy. Make it concise. Either directly or indirectly reach out to them. You could even be a third party commenting on their posts on Instagram or Facebook or blog, asking if they've heard of this new service. They may see it, or their audience may see it as well. You're going to have to do a lot of this grunt work yourself, especially if you're not paying any money. And like I said, you're not spending money, but you're going to be spending time. And hopefully you have the time to spare, or you'll be doing coding and evaluating your product during the day and all this hustling at night. Look at other Facebook groups you can join where your customer might spend their time as well, and slowly insert yourself there without spamming them. Do not go in there spamming your product. You can go in there and engage and talk and make sure the moderators like you, or at least are ambivalent to your presence, and then start slowly trying to introduce or ask about your service or problem you're having and see if anyone bites. Now, you can even go old school here. Look up different message boards in that space and start contributing to those communities. Become a valued contributor. Maybe you can post about your service here and there, but every post you have, make sure your service is linked below and with the problem that it solves. That'll build some link juice a little bit. It might get you some more eyeballs and get you some more customers as well. So Lewis, thank you for writing in. I always do like doing what I call marketing in a box, where you have to market and find strategies with constraints or with limitations or things you can't do. It allows you to be a little more flexible, allows you to be a little more creative, and kind of got me thinking a lot about different ways I used to try to promote things when I had no money to promote them as well. So thank you, Lewis. Now, for everyone else out there listening, I guess it does come down to two things, your time or your money. You can spend one or the other, or who knows, maybe even both. Can't guarantee you'll get double returns doing that, but you can at least try. So I think that's the thing that everyone kind of needs to evaluate here when they're trying to promote something. Is yes, you can throw a lot of money at it, or you can throw a lot of time, but you have to evaluate where is your time or your money going to be best spent. You could pay someone to do a lot of these tactics, but if you do them yourself, if you spend all of your time doing these free promotions, is that really the best use of your time? Could you be doing something else that's going to add more value and grow your business in other ways? There is no replacing you, but you can always find someone to do these tactics for you. So as always, I encourage you to look at your business and how you're working and review it. Look at what you're doing and what you shouldn't be doing and how best you're spending your time. Thank you all so much for listening. And if I can help you in any way, the email is eric@marketingsos.ca. I'm here to help you in whatever way I can. And who knows, maybe your question will just be answered on a future episode of the Marketing SOS Show. So with that, this is Eric Yee signing off. Thank you so much for listening. We will talk again soon.